All right, I guess we can begin. Go ahead, Aniket. First of all, yeah, let me introduce our speaker. I know even though some of you or most of you might have known Aniket, there are a few people from the community here as well. Welcome, everybody. My name is Sajid Nair. I work as an Atlassian community leader for Delhi and as a program manager for Trundle as well. We have one of my co-workers here today from Trundle. He is Aniket Banerjee. He's one of the directors at Trundle, and he is going to talk about simplifying ticket assignment for JSM. Uh, hey, Alok. Just a couple of side note for everybody. There are a couple of gift coupons that we have from Atlassian community. So if you want them, be an active presenter, be an active speaker, be an active question seeker, and we will share those coupon codes with those active people. That being said, I hand over the mic to Aniket to go ahead and talk about Honcho.
Hi everyone, good afternoon. Hope you're having a great day. So today I'll be speaking about Honcho. Some of you might know Honcho is an app that Trundle has developed in-house. It's our second app after App Cloud. Uh, we have released one version of it. It's available on Marketplace. While we are continuing to work on it, we would like to hear your thoughts about it. Even after this session, if you have any questions around Honcho, or would like to see how Honcho can help you in any way, whether it would suit your requirement, please feel to reach out to me. I will share my contact details with you at the end of this presentation. So having said that, I see that we have 16 participants now. Let's go ahead and get started. So I'll speak a little bit about myself. First, I'm the product leader at Trundle, and I lead the product engineering team. We are actively building and looking to innovate or create productivity solutions, and our aim is to create a productivity suite for Atlassian applications. I have previously worked with organizations such as PayPal, Walmart, and PwC. I started my journey in SAP HCM, and from there I moved on to other HRMS systems, and then to managing and implementing ERP systems for while at PwC, Walmart, and PayPal, and then building some HR apps while at Walmart and PayPal. And now I have moved on to building consumer apps or apps for customers. Um, so the reason why I chose Trundle was the opportunities that Trundle would give me. The challenges, yes, there are multiple challenges. Working for a startup organization, and obviously the autonomy that would come with working in a startup. So that's a little bit about me. Now let me go ahead and directly jump into Honcho, and what Honcho does and how Honcho can probably help you. So Honcho is an app that will allow you to configure rules of assignment or rules for ticket assignment. If you are, especially if you are working in a service team or in an organization where that's servicing other clients, and there are tickets coming in from various sources, and that needs to be picked up by the team based on either their capability or their relationship with the client or their working times, or any of the criteria. So it's an intuitive UI based application that will allow you to easily manage these rules around it without having to write any script. Some of the features of Honchos is it allows you to limit the number of tickets or issues per agent or per team member at any given time. There's active pool dashboard. If there are some unassigned tickets, say everyone in the team has reached their maximum cap of the tickets that they can be working on at a given time, there's a pool dashboard that's there to manage and view the unassigned tickets, and a manager can very easily go in and click on that pool and see the tickets, and if he finds that one of these tickets needs to be worked on at a priority, can go ahead and override the rules that are written and assign it to any of the team members. There's also user management and audit logs for enhanced security, like access control, those kind of features as well. And the reason why we built Honcho was to free up the time of a team leader or a team manager to, so that they can focus on more productive tasks, maybe work on some tickets themselves. So on the right hand side, you will see simple comparison table, which talks about what Jira usually does and then what Jira with Honcho does. So anything that Jira does, Jira with Honcho also does. So I'll just focus on the things that Jira with Honcho does is, so for example, the auto assignment of tickets to teams based on conditional logic or based on any of the criteria such as daytime schedules or any keywords in the ticket, in the ticket title, anything that's coming from a specific client, any high priority tickets or anything, these things in Jira requires scripting to be auto assigned. It is possible, but it requires scripting and it requires the knowledge of scripting as well. But with Jira, you can do it very easily, intuitively, without having to script anything or write anything. Anyone who understands Jira would be able to configure Honcho. Um, uh, Talking about auto assigning tickets to a single agent by conditional logic, again, like by you know uh, um by the keywords or by the client, and we will see a little small demo about it as well in the end. Again, that requires a scripting as well in the out uh, in the general Jira product, but it with Honcho it is available in a very UI friendly manner. And then there is also the queue or the dashboard of unassigned tickets that I spoke about. There's also a calendar view. So this is one very good thing which will help you view the workload of the teammates and manage the workload of them, or understand uh, from a project manager's point of view, why is it that certain tickets are taking longer, certain people are taking longer to respond to tickets. So you can easily view the team calendars over there. Now coming to so the process with Jira Service Management, usually a customer enters the ticket into a help desk portal. Tickets go to service queues where they are sitting in the service queue until it is picked up by some team lead, some of the one agent or one team manager, and they assign the ownership to either themselves or someone else in the team. There's no responsibility, uh, I mean, this is an additional responsibility that someone has to take to do that. It's not easy. It costs time. It costs brain power to think of what tickets needs to be assigned to which person in optimal way. Maybe a person is maybe a person's shift is coming to an end, and then the manager would have to think that, okay, this is the work timing of that person, and the and the people who are coming into the next shift are working from so and so time, and these are the people that are working in the next shift, and that's the workload that they already have, and like all these kind of permutations and combinations will have to be thought of, you or have to be a person would have to remember these things in order to optimally assign these tickets. So it costs time, it costs brain power, and it also costs money. One of the reasons why a lot of people miss out on the service level agreements or the the deadlines for high priority tickets is because the ticket assignment itself took longer. And especially with high priority tickets, it's often the a huge chunk or a substantial amount of percentage of time that the ticket is sitting idle in a queue. The use cases for this is, support teams work in different around the globe in different uh, time zones or different functional areas, or having different capabilities. And often tickets need to be assigned to someone based on their working times or their capability and such. So in that case, the work assignment is uh, it often takes longer. The work assignment often is a repetitive and unproductive task for a manager. As I said, they are usually doing just ticket assignment throughout the day, and not focusing on more important tasks, such as client relationship management, or working on some tickets themselves, or working with the team, guiding the team, and so on. And there are multiple factors that a manager will either not be able to remember, or not be able to keep a track of, such as availability, work off days, break timings, vacation days, such things. And it's ultimately a manual intervention, which can be we can write rules to not to make sure that it's not manual anymore. Now let's see the process of JSM with Honcho. So the first two steps are pretty much the same. The customers will enter the tickets into the service portal, and the tickets will go into the service queue. But the next steps is where the all the difference is. Then the tickets are automatically assigned to a agent as soon as they come in. And with the filtering logic, or with their peak times, or with their working hours, or with their vacations, or with their maximum cap of the number of tickets, whatever the rules that you would want to configure. This is how it gets instantly assigned to a agent, and they would be able to see that they have been assigned a high priority ticket. So now they have just 4 hours to complete the task, or 1 hour to complete the task, or 1 day to complete the task. So they'll know it exactly immediately as soon as the ticket is created. It's not that that it's a high priority task which has a SLA of 4 hours, but it was in the queue for 2 hours, and I only have 2 hours to work on it or resolve the issue. The benefits, again, as I said, it'll allow you to configure holidays, vacation, break timings, um, the skills and competencies. If someone is good at something, and you want to assign a particular ticket that's coming from either particular client, or has a particular keyword in it, or is a part of a certain component or a certain release, all the filtering logic of Jira or JSM will work with Honcho as well. And obviously the global teams, if you have a globally spread out team, or even if it's spread across different geographies within the same country, this will make a huge difference in terms of ticket assignment, or the efficiency of the team. So having said that, let's go ahead and see a case where which we can demo easily on Honcho. So I will be talking about, or we will be seeing this case uh, where there are 9, say, assume there's a team which has 9 support agents based out of 3 locations each. That's Germany, US, and Australia. um, each team has 3 members. You can see I have mentioned the names over here: Christine, John, Pauline in US, Paul, Nick, and Michael in Germany, Malena, Greg, and Rick in Australia. We will be looking at some dummy rules that I have configured. So I want to say that all the high priority tickets that are coming from a specific client. Let's say it's coming from a client called Andre Duca. They will be assigned to a specific team member. Let's say it's assigned to Malena Yankovic in the Australia team. All the other high priority tickets that are created by anyone apart from Andre Duca will be assigned to Paul Hanscom in Germany, and all the other non-priority or the non-high priority tickets will be assigned to team members based on their working times. So anything that's coming in the hours that Germany is in, will be assigned to Team Germany in a rotational manner, or in the US hours will be assigned to members of the US team in a rotational manner, and so on and so forth. So let's go ahead and create Honcho, configure Honcho for this case. So I have I have created a sample organization for the purpose of this call, and I will be configuring this scenario in the project called Blue Book Help Desk. So anytime you create a or you create a schedule in Honcho for the first time, you click it and it says, do you want to register your, or do you want to enable Honcho for the project? So since I have already done this on this project, it won't ask, but let's go ahead and click on this. So you can either enable, you can uh, like view Honcho, or through here. This is the landing page, and you can either click on this link over here, or you can click on the schedule count over here to see the schedules that are already there. So let me go ahead and click on open link over here. You see I have already created a schedule over here. So let me go ahead and delete this.
Hello. Sorry to interrupt, Aniket. Can you
Yeah,
hear me?
yeah,
I
Faridhi.
can still
Only see
see
that
the
thing.
presentation.
Yeah.
I see. Okay. Um,
Yes. Yeah,
Yeah.
now
can
it's
Now we
you
can see
see
the
visible.
my
browser.
screen now? Yeah.
Yes, yes,
All
yeah.
right. Let me start again then. I have created a sample organization, and I have enabled Jira and JSM for this organization. You can see the projects over here. To access Honcho, you can click on this link over here. You will see a list of the projects that are in your instance. You can click on either the open link on this right hand side, on the left hand side, or the schedules count link on the right hand side. So when you click on the, or when you enable Honcho for a project for the first time, you'll get a screen that says Honcho is not enabled for this project, do you want to enable it? So I'll go ahead and click on the open link. Since I have already enabled Honcho for this project earlier, I won't be seeing that screen now. But since there are no schedules over here, I'll get this prompt that says this project doesn't have any schedules yet. And I can create a schedule, or if there are any schedules, it will be displayed over here where you can edit that, or copy that, or delete it. So let me go ahead and create a schedule for the case that I spoke about. So let me give a name for this schedule. Let's say Blue Book Help Desk. Um, let's say let's consider the issue types of story and bugs for the purpose of this demo. I'll select that that honcho would be triggered when a story or a bug is in the status of new. So if these issues are in the status new, only then this schedule will be triggered. This is the status of the schedule. So if you want to create something for your future users or for practice, you can disable it, and it will say, but it will not assign tickets based on this schedule. But let's go ahead and enable it, and as soon as I click on save, you'll see that this button is enabled, and I can add a rotation now. So rotation is basically where all the where the combination of all the rules or your criteria or your conditions are. So you will see that there are two options. This is a basic rotation screen, and there is also a advanced rotation screen, which allows you a JQL query option. So I'm quickly going to switch back to the PowerPoint and see that the first criteria over here is that the high priority tickets created by a specific customer, Andre, will be assigned to Malena Yankovic on the Australia team. So
Hey,
let's say,
Aniket, now we can only see the browser.
okay, let me go ahead and share my entire screen.
Yeah, I guess that
Okay,
will be best.
yeah. Now, so the first criteria is the high priority tickets coming in from Andre will be assigned to a specific agent, Malena in this case, in the Australia team. So let us configure this case. So as I said, the priority equals high, and the creator name is Andre. So you'll see that if the query is correct, there is this checkbox or this icon over here will turn to green, which means that it is syntactically correct. Let me go ahead and write a name for this rotation or for this condition. Let's say high priority tickets from Andre. Let me select the time zone. I said Malena is based out of Australia. So let me select a start date. Let's say 6th of December until say 31st of March 2022. Let's say the start time is 9 a.m. And if I want to select or if I want a perpetual end date, I can just go ahead and enable this, and it will disable the field for the end date. But for the purpose of this demo, I'm not going to enable it. Let's say the end time is say 5 p.m. The rotation type is a fixed rotation. The participant over here, there's just one participant, and all the tickets will go to Milena Yankovic. And you will see that there's an option to enable individual max count as well, but for the purpose of this demo, I'm going to skip it. You can also select a participant group if you have user groups. These are the user groups that you have in Jira or JSM. These user groups are not specific to Honcho, so you can create user groups in Jira, and those user groups would be available over here. So since I have selected a fixed rotation is, in simple terms, it is all tickets go to a specific agent within a specific time duration. So say all tickets that are coming in for the next 2 hours will be assigned to one person, and then for the next 2 hours it will be assigned to person two, and then for the next 2 hours it will be assigned to person three. So let's select the interval unit as days. It doesn't matter, since there's just one person, all tickets will be assigned to this person at all the times. And let's say the status of this rotation is on. Let us select a rotation color. So rotation color is what you would see on this calendar over at the down at the bottom. I will take you through that as well. Let me go ahead and see what the uh, next condition is. All the other high priority tickets that are coming from that have been created by anyone apart from Andre will be assigned to this team member, Paul Hanscom, who's based out of the Germany team. So it will be pretty similar. Let's say I create another rotation. I will go to the advanced rotation or the JQL query rotation. I'll write the JQL query as priority equals high and creator is not Andre. So you see this query is now syntactically correct. Let me give a name for this rotation. Let's write other high priority tickets. Let's select the time zone as Berlin. Let's select the same start date, the same end date. Let's say the start time for this is 10 a.m. The end time for that is 6 p.m. The rotation type is again a fixed rotation. The participant in this case is team member Paul. Interval unit is again days and duration is 1. Let me give the color black for this scenario. And as soon as I click on submit, you'll see that Paul's availability will have a black black row here. So if you remember, I had selected blue color for I had selected green color for Malena in the high priority tickets that are coming for Andre, and you can see it over here. Let me go ahead and submit it. So I have already created these two conditions. Now let's go back to the PPT. The second and the third condition is all the other non-priority tickets that are all the other non-priority tickets are distributed to the agents based on their working times. So that the tickets that are coming in German time are or in the 8 hours that the Germany team is working is assigned to the team members in a rotational fashion. So let's go ahead and create that. I'll add another rotation, switch to JQL rotation, write the query as priority is not high. This query is now correct. We say team Germany, time zone is Berlin, same start date, same end date. The start time, let's say Berlin starts working at 10 a.m. and ends working at 6 p.m. Rotation type is distributed rotation. Participants for this are Paul, Nick, and Mikhail. So let me go ahead and add them. Let me put the color, let's say pink for this, and click on submit. Let me quickly create the other two rotations as well. Same query. Team US. Let's say Team US also starts working at 10 a.m. their time, which is 6 p.m. Germany time. So I have you know gone through this case multiple times, and so I know 6 p.m. in Germany is 10 a.m. in Denver, US. That's how I have chosen the time zones. But you can always configure it for your scenarios. And let's say they stop working at 6 p.m. US time. Rotation type is distributed rotation. The participants for this are Christine, John, and Pauline. Let's put the color blue for them. You'll see that for Paul, he's a part of two rotations. One is the other high priority rotations, and also the Team Germany rotations. Melena is, right now only a part of one rotation, but ultimately she would be a part of two rotations, Team Australia and the high priority tickets from Andre. So let me go ahead and submit this one. Let me quickly create the rotation for Team Australia as well. Let's say the time zone is Perth in Australia. The start time for Australia team is 9 a.m., which is 6 p.m. of US time the previous day. And the end time for Australia is say 5 p.m., which is 10 a.m. Germany time. So I have selected a case where the three teams have exactly 8 hours of working, and they would be able to cover the 24 hours in that manner. But Honcho can be configured for any number of scenarios or anything. let's say this is again a distributed rotation where which has 3 participants, and tickets would be assigned to them in a rotational manner. So one ticket to one person at a time, then to second, then to third, and then back to first person, and then in that manner. So Australia has Malena, Greg, and Rick. And submit this. I'll quickly show you a view of the calendar as well. So I'll go into any of these rotations, and scroll down, and you can see the workload of the team members. So let me select a different color for Australia. So this and submit. And go back and see if the calendar is updated. Yeah, you can see again, as I said, Malena is part of 2 rotations now. One is the high priority tickets that are coming from Andre, and a part of Team Australia as well. So, based on your convenience, your case, Honcho can be configured in, any way that, you would like. All right. So this is a short demo, and let me now go back to this PPT. So thank you so much from my side. You can contact me at aniket.b@trundle.com, or you can connect with me on LinkedIn. This is the URL, or you can search for my name with my company, and you would probably get my profile in the first screen of the results. So thank you so much. I'll now give it to anyone who has any questions.
Yeah.
Hi. Yep.
Yeah. Hi, Paridhi.
Hi, Aniket. Yeah, so I have one question. So, Aniket, is there also an option wherein we can configure the vacation or the time off for particular team members?
Yes, Paridhi, there is. We are just working on it, and that should be released pretty soon.
Okay.
You can configure the working hours, working
Mhm.
days, for a specific team member, because a team, it's not mandatory for a person to be working from Monday to Friday. It could be Thursday to Tuesday, and then Wednesday day off, or
Yeah.
whatever, or 2 separate day offs. So you could like configure the working hours, working days, uh, holiday days, or vacation days, and also the break times. If you have, say, a 1 hour lunch, or a 30-minute lunch, and a 15-minute tea break, whatever is the break times, you can configure that. So in that time period, tickets won't be assigned to you. That tickets that are coming in at that point in
Okay.
time, they won't be assigned to the specific person. So yeah, we are working on that, and that should be there on the marketplace very, very soon.
Okay. Okay. That's great, because that will be useful. I mean, if somebody is off, then ideally ticket should then be assigned to him or her.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Okay. Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah. Thanks, Aniket.
Thanks, Paridhi.
Hi, Aniket. This is
Hi,
Alok.
Alok. Yeah.
Yeah, but first, thanks. I think I had the same question, that scenarios where people are out of office. But 2 additional questions to you. One is, uh, for how is it possible to basically assign, the issues according to the nature, or the ticket according to the nature of the issue to the right
Mm-hmm.
person? Because currently, I think assignment is based on the location, the timings, the shifts. But what about the aspect of the issue that maybe that is one? And if you go to like your screen where you were comparing this with Honcho with Jira and without Jira,
Mm-hmm.
can you pull that screen? But it's okay.
Yeah.
One screen before that. Uh, Yeah. So in this, basically, when I see the first two row on the right side of this table, there are blanks. So how do I interpret that? Like, I was saying with
Yes.
Honcho, it is not
Yeah.
possible, or is it possible? It's slightly confusing. Yeah.
Sure. So Alok, I'll answer your second question first and then go back to the first question. So as I said,
Mm.
anything that Jira does, Jira with Honcho will also be able to do. So, yes, Jira will auto queue tickets to teams by ticket types, and, Jira with Honcho will auto queue tickets to single agents by ticket type. And, Jira with Honcho will also give you a QR dashboard of unassigned tickets. But these, the places where I have marked yes with, Honcho with Jira, or Honcho with Jira, that's the places where Honcho is making a difference. I hope I was able to answer your second question.
Can you repeat the last 30 seconds? Actually, there was some disruption, so I could not hear it properly. Sorry.
So, just Alok, just anything that Jira will be able to do, Jira with Honcho would also be able to do. So that's the reason why I've not marked yes. But basically, anything that Jira does, Jira with Honcho will also do. But there are certain things that Jira with Honcho, the things that Jira with Honcho does, or Honcho does for JSM, that the standard Jira product, or Jira application will not be able to do.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah.
All right. And now going back to your first question, Alok. So anything that can be filtered in a Jira, ticket. So, anything such as components, version of release, or if there is, any keywords in the ticket. So anything that can be filtered in, by, Jira's uh, filters. So, say a sub issue type, or some component, or say some keyword in the ticket, that you can write in the JQL language. You would be able to write a specific rule for that. Was I able to answer your question, Alo?
So you are saying like for example, let's say there is for certain types. Let's take an example of your background only, SAP HCM. So for
Yes.
certain, let's say payroll and let's say there are different modules in HCM. So depending on
Mm-hmm.
the expertise of different people in different modules, you can actually put the assign right person to the right module, the ticket of the
Right.
right person to the right module, right?
Absolutely. If the incoming ticket has, say, a component payroll, or if the ticket has an incoming, or the incoming ticket has a component such as time and attendance, or employee data management, or say compensation and benefits, these components can act as filters if there is a keyword in the ticket status, I in payroll, India payroll, and this is the query, that can act as a filter. If there is some custom field that you have configured for a specific issue type, or a specific component, or a specific area, that can act as a filter for writing the rules.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. All
Yes.
right.
And if
Thanks.
I can ask one last question, if it's okay, this is
Sure,
about
sure.
like when I think of the benefits of the overall benefits, like of adding Honcho
Mhm,
on Jira
mhm,
on the top of that.
mhm.
So, do you also use any specific metrics to track the benefits, like someone who is at the manager or admin level to make sure that these are the benefits being achieved in this period in some way, either
Yeah,
monetary or non-monetary? Yeah.
yeah. So Alok, we have, we have, specifically, we did not want to track, or we did not want to provide the reporting or analytics or metrics for the benefits that Honcho is providing, especially in the version 1 or the version 2 of the product. But if there is a need that comes up, or if there is a requirement, or specific requirement, or some of the customers are asking for it, we will certainly go ahead and develop that feature. For us, other features were more important. And the reason why we consciously did not go ahead and create those metrics is usually service teams already have a dashboard set up, or some reports to track say the whether the service level agreements are met, or uh, the how many tickets were assigned, how many tickets were not assigned. We have worked on certain things like audit logs, or pool dashboard, which we felt were more important. But yeah, we do not have that reporting capability right now, which we have consciously left out of the versions that have already gone on to marketplace. But yes, if a lot of people do ask for it, we will go ahead and create a few reports or a dashboard for for the metrics as well.
Okay. Okay. So currently, basically, the incremental benefit is implicit in the existing
Yes,
matrices and dashboards in a way, right?
yes, yes,
That's
yes,
what you wanted to.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. All right. Thanks, Alok. Anyone else?
No, great session, Aniket. Thank you for sharing that. Just one pointer here. So the point
Yeah.
that Alok was making, that's also something that I wanted to talk about regarding the reports is definitely something. So you mentioned that we would be able to leverage the existing ones for the same,
Yep.
the configurations that are there in Jira Service Management, for example. Are there any uh, maybe just thinking out loud, maybe any future plans where you could integrate the solution with a better UI for Confluence reports as well? Because I definitely can visualize something like this where the team wouldn't have to, not the team but the leadership wouldn't have to see who is working on what, but like a dashboard being dynamically updated on Confluence. That could be really helpful.
Yeah. So Sajid, yes, great question, and I think a very valid question, or very valid thought as well. We have not thought about creating a a cross application product. Probably won't be feasible with Honcho, but as I said, we are looking to build a suite of applications that would be a productivity suite. We could certainly do a dashboard on Jira, or even the existing dashboard or the existing metrics will implicitly speak about the benefits of Honcho, comparing the times when Jira was JSM was used without Honcho and JSM was used with Honcho. But we can go, we may have that in the pipeline, lot lower down the priority order, some of the reporting. But yeah, we have not thought about cross application, specifically Confluence based reporting, but it's a great idea. uh, I'm not sure at this moment if it's going to be technically feasible, since Atlassian has some restrictions on uh, you know uh, application features that can be used for Jira JSM, Jira Work Management, and then the other applications such as Confluence or Ops Genie and Bitbucket and such.
Okay, okay, got it. All right. Any other questions or comments from anybody else? Okay, if there are no questions and comments, I would stop the recording first of all.